Are we ready? Are we videoing already? I mean, my gosh, I've got stuff to get ready for Emerson and Cassie and Devin are coming over. Golly, I don't have enough. I gotta go. I don't want to run to the grocery store, but I got all sorts of stuff going on. I just don't know if I can do this. I just need some time away. There, I feel better. Hi, I'm Pastor Brooke. Susanna Wesley was the mother of John Wesley, the founder of the United Methodist Church, or one of the founders. And she had 11 children. And one of the stories about her is when she would get frazzled and the kids just got too much, she would put her apron over her head and all the kids were to freeze just right there, and she got 5 minutes off. When I think of all the families we have that have children at home, when I read Facebook and some of my friends have children and grandchildren, they're all talking about how hard this is to shelter in. The kids are getting antsy, they want to go play with their friends and get out there and do some good stuff, and they're stuck at home. And tensions are starting to get a little high. It's one thing when you do it for a week or a week and a half, but when it starts going on and on and on, man, it can rise and get tough. So what I'd like to share with you is that one of the things we need to think about as we walk through this virus crisis, and that's certainly what it is right now. At first, I think we all thought that this might be a sprint. And when athletes run a sprint, a 40-yard sprint or a 100-yard dash or 100-meter dash, they put everything they have in it because they can do that all the way through to the end. But if we do that now, we're going to burn ourselves out. We've got to start pacing ourselves and start realizing that this whole coronavirus is something that is more like a marathon right now. And so in order to run a marathon, there's a couple of things we need to do. We need to pace ourselves, right? All right? Hey, sometimes we might be able to get going pretty fast, but there are other times we just got to lay back and rejuvenate ourselves and get our muscles to kind of rest a little bit. So that's the first thing I want to say to you in this crisis right now is take some time to rejuvenate. If you're all in the same room all the time, that's not going to work. Tag team a little bit. Make sure that each of you get a chance to get away and do something to revive your soul in the middle of this. The second thing I'd like to say is a marathon runner hardly ever runs that marathon alone. He's got a support team, or she's got a support team around them, ready to give them water, ready to be there for them, ready to cheering them on when they're going through the tough hills and everything else. And so I want you to know that we are that team, Bear Creek United Methodist Church, and I want to be a part of that team for you. So if you're struggling, if you need some support, text me, call me, message me, whatever you need to do. Or call the church and I will be there and I will do everything I can, and we will, our support team at Bear Creek will do everything we can to help support you. And the other thing I think we all need to know is when we're running a marathon is we've got to have deeper roots. It's one thing we've realized more than anything about this virus is we're too shallow. We get too quickly frazzled. And we need to learn to dig our roots down, down, down deep to where the God of all of us resides, that river that runs through us. So I encourage you to find ways to listen deeply, ways to find that deeper thread in your life. Take some time and always know that no matter what you're going through, you are not alone.